A judge in the class action lawsuit has now ordered some of the released records in the Trump case to be yanked from public view and then resubmitted with sections blacked out. I'm Barbara Cusack. State charges were not filed, and now there will be no federal charges against two white Minneapolis police officers in the shooting death of a black man, Jamar Clark.
U.S. Attorney for Minneapolis Andrew Luger says the FBI, Department of Justice Civil Rights Division, and the U.S. Attorney's Office investigated the case, but
we are unable to bring federal criminal civil rights charges in this matter.
A 24-year-old black man, Clark, was shot in the head after police said he resisted arrest November 15th. Some witnesses have said Clark was handcuffed when he was shot, but Luger said evidence contradicted those claims. I'm Michael Toscano.
A French search vessel has picked up signals from one of the black boxes of Egyptair Flight 804. It's a potential breakthrough in efforts to uncover why the jetliner crashed last month in the Mediterranean. The FDA has issued voluntary guidelines to cut the amount of salt in packaged and restaurant food. The agency wants to help reduce Americans' salt intake by a third. I'm Barbara Cusack.
Now at the Home Depot, save 20% with bulk pricing on GAF high-definition shingles and 30% with bulk pricing on insulation. That'll bring that roofing project down within reach. And that insulation project, you'll be covered. If you're ready to start, now you know where. Get bulk pricing on shingles and insulation, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. See store for details and minimum purchase quantities. Selection varies by store.
If you're finally addressing your hearing loss, you know that custom hearing aids can cost as much as $5,000 each and are not covered by Medicare. The good news is MD Hearing Aid offers medical-grade hearing aids at savings of up to 90% over traditional hearing aids. Call right now for our exclusive 45-day risk-free trial and get free shipping and a year's worth of free batteries, a $50 value. Call MD Hearing Aid at 1-800-767-9934. That's 1-800-767-9934.
A Major League pitcher says...
Welcome to Hollywood!
Hi, I'm Dawn Reese with Hollywood Connections on Wednesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. on Tan Talk Radio with major film directors, celebrities, casting directors, agents, producers, and so much more. I even have reporters on red carpet events around the United States and around the world. Do you want to audition? Do you have talent? Do you want to be discovered? Do you want to be a beauty queen or a reporter for me? Call now, 727-871-7788. We have weekly auditions right here near the stations. Go to HollywoodConnections.biz. I'm Dawn Reese, your host. Tune in.
Arg, matey. When it's time for lunch, when it's time for dinner, when the show's over, when the day's over, when it's time to chill, where do we go? Over to Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub. It's literally in our backyard, right in back of the WTAN studios at 700 Eldridge Street, just north of downtown Clearwater. Just look for the broadcast tower. Nancy's food and atmosphere get rave reviews. The laid-back patio is a great place to hang out, dine, and listen to live music at night. And Nancy's one of the friendliest proprietors in town. And now, Nancy is serving Sunday Jazz Brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Brunch served with Eggs Benedict, crepes, waffles, lox and bagels, shrimp, oysters, and a build-your-own omelet. That's all at Naughty Nancy's Food Shack and Crow's Nest Pub, 700 Eldridge Street in Clearwater. That's right where Eldridge crosses the Pinellas Trail between Myrtle and Fort Harrison. Call 446-3717. 446-3717. You're listening to the Tan Talk Radio Network.
The Rocket Sports and Entertainment Network, weekday afternoons 2 to 4 for all of the latest news and updates around the sports world. Want to get in on the action? 866-826-1340 is the number to dial. www.rocketsports-ent.com. You can check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. But don't forget, 2 to 4, Monday through Friday. If you need your daily sports fix, we've got it. All that and more. Afternoons 2 to 4, right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Imus in the morning.
We continue here on the Imus in the morning program, dealing with a developing situation this morning. The I-Man has gone to the bathroom, and he will be making his return, we think, here in just a moment. Let's go live to our bathroom tab.
No. What did you say when I was away?
You're in the bathroom. That's all.
What we're doing to provide people with all these details.
I think people are interested. You know, people that are longtime listeners might be worried. They hear my voice when we come back from break. You never know what might have happened.
I think maybe I died, right?
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
So just try to reassure the audience.
What's so funny, Lou?
Imagine somebody opening that bathroom door and finding you just dead in there. Oh, my God.
All Elvised out. You bastards. One of these days, I will die. Then what are you going to do?
That would be tragic.
Son of a... Look for a job. Look for a job? Is that what you said?
What else? File for unemployment.
No paper in here at all. What is too much espresso?
Catch Imus in the morning right here. Don't turn it off now. You need this stuff. Tampa Bay's Tan Talk Radio Network.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream?
Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't. But keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood. Always time to dream, so keep on dreaming.
This is your girl, Vivica Fox. You are watching Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio with Dawn. Little foxy thing. Enjoy.
And now the most entertaining show in the Tampa Bay area, it's Hollywood Connections. The lady with all the connections, your host, Dawn Reese. Lights, camera, action. You're on.
Well, thank you, superstar Peter Blake with the sports talk show coming up on what day, Peter?
Sports Web, 3 to 5 now on Saturday afternoons on the Tan Talk Sports Network.
That's right. Hey, guess who I have for you next week?
Who do you got for me?
On my show, Jonathan Mariner. He was with the Marlins.
Oh, okay.
And he was with the head of the Baseball Association, so I got a surprise for you. He's calling in next week.
I'll have to do my research then. Sounds good.
Send it over.
Sounds like a plan.
I know. And thank you, everybody, for listening and driving. And, I have my husband here, and our co-host is on her way. And how are you, honey?
I'm doing just awesome, honey. Just glad to be here.
I know. We have a really fun show today.
Absolutely. Can't wait for it.
I know. And so we also have Brianna. We're going to swing the mic over. Brianna's one of our teen reporters, and she's been doing some fun things.
Hi.
And how is Ruth Eckerd, treating you?
Well, right now we're on summer break, so I go back in fall, but it's been great.
Awesome. Okay. And also to our left, wave to everybody in the camera. Now, you saw my ad on Craigslist, right?
I did.
And what did you think when you first saw it? Was it you thinking, is this real?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like an opportunity. So
I know. And so I said, you know what? 2 people canceled today, so I said, let's get over here. And I'm going to audition you today for Keith Urban for his guitar for Home Shopping Network. I have an independent producer over there, and we're going to put you on in a few minutes, and you're going to play my guitar. Is it tuned?
It is tuned.
Great. And then also, too, is, honey, you remember when we were out on the boat the other day in Caladesi Island? Remember this little handsome boy? Calvin, how are you?
I'm good.
And how old are you?
I'm 11.
Here, talking to the mic. 11. So we were out in Caladesi, Peter, and so this handsome young man swims over to the boat, and he's talking away and asking to play Frisbee and watching our dog, and your little dog is named Taco. I remember.
No, his name is not
Nacho.
Nacho.
You know what I want for dinner.
Nacho business.
Oh, Nacho business.
Nacho business, exactly. That's why his dog's name is Nacho.
I know. And so our dogs were there. But anyways, long story short, he came up and I'm like, he's adorable. He can talk. And I said, do you want to come to the radio station? And I gave him my card. I'm swimming with my fins. And I'm like holding my card up. I need waterproof cards. And so what did you think when I told you I had a radio show?
I was actually surprised.
Oh, really? And I said, what do you want to be when you get older?
I want to be a professional artist.
Okay. And so we're going to have you interview some people calling in today.
All right.
Okay, let's go to Vivia Fox from Independence Day and all those great things. I met her at MegaCon convention. We're going to go to her interview. Enjoy this interview. We'll be right back. And I'm Dawn Reese, your host here at Hollywood Connections.
Radio. I'm here with Vivica, and she is a beautiful lady. And tell us what you've been doing and why you're here and what you've been doing over the years.
Hey there, it's your girl Vivica Fox, and I am here because I love my fans. So I'm here participating in MegaCon. signing autographs, taking pictures, doing interviews. And the beautiful thing is that I'm here also to promote. I've got Independence Day Resurgence, which is going to be dropping in 3.5 weeks. Love that she picked up the pictures with the boobs. But hey, why not? I'm no longer a stripper. My character has evolved since I was with Will Smith years ago, and now she is a hospital administrator. Independence Day Resurgence will be dropping in 3.5 weeks.
You know, a lot of people know, because we'd like to have you call on the radio show. How did you get your first big break?
I was discovered by a gentleman by the name of Trevor Walton. Trevor Walton was a producer at Paramount Studios. He got me an audition, and at Paramount I didn't get the part, but he got me my agent, and I've been working now for close to 3 decades.
That's awesome. And also, at your website, your Facebook, your Twitter, do you actually read your own, or do you have your publicist read that?
No, I take care of all my Twitter, my Instagram, and all that good stuff. I'm very hands-on.
Can you give everybody that information?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter at MS Vivica Fox and on Instagram at MSVFox. Thanks for the love and support, you guys, and come on down to MegaCon in Orlando. We're here till Sunday.
Also, too, I have one more. We have a lot of film directors, major film directors. Where do they get in touch with you if they want you in their next film?
If you want to find out, please, more information about myself, please go to vivicafox.com. Click on my contact page, and you will see the list of my agents and my representation.
Fox. It was so cool to meet her, Bert, wasn't it? And
Absolutely.
I know. William Sattler, we're going to put his interview on, and Alexi was there. And who else did we meet? We saw William Shatner.
Yes, we saw William Shatner and William Sadler. He was awesome. We saw...
Oh, Booger.
Booger.
I know. You know, when he told me his name, I went, excuse me? From Revenge of the Nerds?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It was cool. All the Star Wars characters, the Comic-Con event in Orlando was really nice. Everybody dressing up. It's amazing to see so many thousands of people in costume, whether you're like paid to be there or you just want to be there. And,
I agree.
Everybody's there. It's quite a it's amazing how many people are dressed up and they spend lots of money on their costumes, and they
And we
are
had to walk
so
3 miles just from the convention center.
well. If anybody has not been to the Orlando Convention Center, they are called concourses.
Right.
It's a concourse for a reason. It's like an airport.
I know.
Bring your walking shoes.
I agree. Now we have Ryan on the air. You know, it's Florida, and you see behind me. Hey, Peter, do we have any ocean music? Well, you can find some wave music here in a second. Well, I talk about Florida. Of course, you know it's humidity, and it's hat time for me, of course. And I think I've ordered all the hats on eBay. I do.
Air conditioning is the season.
That's right. And we have Ryan on the line. And Ryan, actually, my sister-in-law called me in distress and said, oh, my God, I've called every place, and they want so much money for air conditioning. And so Bert made a phone call, my husband, to Ryan. And hi, Ryan, you're on the air.
Hello, how you doing?
Fabulous. And tell everybody it's air conditioning season, and we need to get you down here to cut a commercial as well. We're super excited to have you on the air. And you can't live without air, trust me. Tell us...
No, you can't, not in Florida.
I know, and thank you for giving my brother a great deal. And tell us a little bit about your company.
It's Eagle Air Conditioning. We've been around for like 20 years. We're just a small little outfit out of St. Pete. It's just me and a couple other guys. And that's about it.
And what is your website, your phone number for people to call you?
We don't have a website. We're just a small company, but our phone number is 727-409-6261. We don't really have a website or any sort of social media. We really don't do any sort of advertising or anything like that. We're all just kind of word of mouth. Like I said, we're just a small company.
But that's cool. Are you guys busy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I work pretty much every single day, me and my partner.
Okay, and give that phone number again.
727-409-6261.
And Bert, do you want to say hi to Ryan?
Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Thank you so much for
Bert.
taking care of my brother-in-law. And, it's...
Go ahead.
Having the air conditioning working in your house is so important, and having it running correctly Whether it's drying out correctly, make sure you're not getting a bunch of water. We got mold. There's maintenance issues. But Eagle Air is certainly the place to go. And I can't say enough about the professionalism of the company itself.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess another company told her that she needed a new system, and then when I went out there, it just ended up being a couple parts that needed to be replaced. And I gave them the best option, what they could have done. Not everybody can afford $3,000-$4,000 to put an AC in. Some people don't understand that, and they just need to have it fixed, and they can't afford to get the new system. So, you just want to get them up and running. And she had a kid, so you want to do the right thing for the customer.
Yes, we had 2 toddlers in the household there, and it's important to have the kids air conditioned, and so they sleep well, and it's a vital, important piece of equipment in all of our households here in the Sunshine State.
Well, thank you.
And thank you so much, Ryan. We appreciate you, and thank you so much for taking care of our family. And you are the man. Air conditioning and heating needs. Your phone number one more time.
727-409-6261.
Awesome, Ryan. Thank you so much for calling in. We'll get you in the station and cut that commercial.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
All right, God bless. Hey, Peter, how are we doing on the line so far?
We're doing good right now. No calls.
Good. Okay, so we actually are live on Facebook as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take my video out. And you want to pull up that guitar? What are you going to sing for us today?
I'm going to sing Justin Bieber's Fall.
Oh, okay. And while you're doing that, I need some help here with, we're trying to go live here on Facebook. We'll be right back. And then I'm going to tape you. And while he's getting ready, do we have William Statler's interview?
Yes, we do.
Let's go to William Statler while you get ready. We'll be right back while he sets up and tunes up here. And this was an amazing interview. Let's go to William Statler from MegaCon Convention in Orlando.
With Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio on Wednesdays from 6 to 7. I am super excited to be sitting here with this amazing man, and I'll tell you, it means a lot from my heart because my first interview was Michael Clark Duncan, and that's on YouTube, and I'll send that to you as well. And you are here at this amazing event, and you've been in some of our favorite movies as well as Green Mile. I can't even tell you, tell everybody who you are.
I'm William Sadler, actor guy from...
Every movie.
every movie that was made. In
Bill and Ted's Adventure.
Bogus Journey.
Bogus Journey. That's right.
And The Shawshank Redemption.
That was an amazing film.
And Die Hard 2 and Iron Man 3. And
well, a lot of people ask, would you remember your first break, when you first got your break?
The very first, I did an episode, I came in and auditioned for the very, very, very first episode of Tales from the Crypt. Okay. Right? And it was a character named Talbot. Okay. And what I auditioned for was the guy at the end of the TV show. It's a little half-hour TV show. The guy at the end who comes in and arrests him. It says, "Mr. Talbot, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent." I did the audition, and I turned to the casting woman and I said, what's up with the role of Talbot? The killer. He's an executioner who gets laid off and goes on a rampage, killing people on his own. And she said, "Oh, we're going to get someone famous for that. We're going to John Malkovich or Kurt Russell or someone." And I said, "Oh," and I left. I got halfway across the parking lot, and this casting woman, Karen Ray was her name, leaned out the window and said, "Bill, come back." And she handed me the pages, the sides, said, "Come back on Monday, I'll put you on tape." I came back on Monday, they put me on tape. I got the job of Talbot. Walter Hill was the director, but the other 3 producers were Joel Silver, Dick Donner, and Robert Zemeckis. Okay. Right? I went on to do movies with all of those people. Die Hard 2 was the next thing that Joel Silver did. One of the writers on Tales from the Crypt was Frank Darabont, who then cast me in The Shawshank Redemption and The Mist and The Green Mile.
Now, did you have an agent at that time, or did you do it yourself, or who was your agent? I'm going to back up as well. How did you get your first agent?
Oh, Jesus. Now we're going back.
The reason for it, because a lot of people, film directors take them from casting directors, and some don't have them. And of course, you do have to have one to get those big roles as well.
Well, I got my first agent. I was doing theater in New York. I was in the Shakespeare in the Park. So I did about 11 years of theater in New York.
That's important. People don't realize you're not overnight success. This is like Joe Jackson, Michael's dad said, get out there, be known, and strike. And it's not drive through McDonald's, order famous. You paid your dues.
Right. No, it was years and years of theater. And that was after the years of training. It was theater in New York and regional theater around the area, the Long Wharf and the Yale Rep and so on, the New York Shakespeare Festival. But anyway, I started asking other actors that I was working with who had agents.
And if you want to see that full interview, I will post that on HollywoodConnections.biz, my Facebook, Dawn Reese, and you'll see more of that. If you'd like to see that interview, you can email me at drhollywoodconnections@gmail.com. Now, before we go on, we're going to hear this singer. We have another VIP guest on the line.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
we have William on the line.
William, how are you? Are you there?
I think he might mean Walt.
Oh, Walter.
I'm sorry, Walt. Excuse me. William, Walt, I get it all mixed up. We all knew who you are. VIP Walt.
VIP Walt, that's right. Well, I'm going to have you hold on for me because my co-host is on her way to the station. But can you hold on for 1 second?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're about to tape something, and then we're going to let our listeners know. What are you going to talk about today, Hollywood historian?
I was hoping to speak about Charles Chaplin, or Charlie Chaplin, as he became known to the public.
Oh, good. So while they're driving, hold on, because I got something to tell you, which is really cool. I'm so glad you brought that topic up. We're going to be right back in just a second. And let's play that ocean music real quick. As you can see in the backdrop, I have a backdrop of the ocean. And, of course, I'm like a mermaid. You put me in the water, I'd never come out. And Peter has some beautiful wave music here. Just wave music. And then also, too, is we've got Calvin doing camera on Facebook Live. Let me know when your arms hurt, Calvin. He's adorable. I found him in the ocean. I told you, I'm in the water for 3 hours, and I find talent, and I'm swimming over with my business card. Hey, come to the station. He's really adorable. Make him actually a reporter, hopefully. Maybe that's what he wants. You got some ocean wave music? We're good?
Right there. Can you hear it?
Yes, I can hear it. All right. Well, everybody's calm and cool and collect. Let's go to Walter. Okay, Walter.
Hi, Don. How are you?
Good. Before you start the Charlie Chaplin, I had an office in Hollywood and Vine out in the old Taft building. And I used to go to this restaurant that Charlie Chaplin, they said that was his favorite. And I would sit in his booth. And it was so cool because that was, the era of, my goodness, you can tell us all about Charlie Chaplin. But that was my little story.
Well, more than likely, he either was driven quickly a few blocks away from his own studio or walked to that restaurant. He had haunts that in all the years that he was in Hollywood, that he constantly kept to the same habits. It was very hard for him to break from them. He found solace in the repetition. He had a studio for it was built in 1916 specifically for him, and he had it still in 1972 when he came back from Switzerland to receive his special Oscar. He hadn't worked in that studio since about 1952, but that studio also became the Red Skelton studio, where he broadcast his TV show from, and Abbott and Costello used the same streets for their TV series, and I think, if I'm not wrong, that Seinfeld utilized some of the same sets at the Chaplin Studios, and it's now owned by Brian Henson, Jim Henson's son. The Jim Henson purchased it, and it became the Muppets' home base, and if I'm not wrong, Kermit is still standing on one of the little towers dressed in a Chaplin costume, the Tramp's costume.
Very cool. That and people don't realize, and that's the era that we're bringing back to the show. And I'm setting some great interviews up for you as well during this time that you call in. And it's so funny. I was at your work. I can't tell where you work, but I met this lady. I'm walking down the aisle, and she was pregnant, and we were talking. She goes, "Oh, you're the one that Walter was talking about."
I was bragging about it.
I see. I know. Thank you for actually networking with us with our show. We're super excited. And I know, Walter, I know that Yvonne wanted to talk to you more about Charlie Chaplin, but she is on her way to the station. And let's try to have you call in next week.
Sure, anytime.
We'd love that. And that was Walter with our Hollywood historian. And we thank you so much for calling in. We'll get together soon, I promise.
Say hello to Yvonne for me, and you have a nice one.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Walter. We love you. Thank you.
And hey, Walter, I'm sorry I got your name wrong. I'm sorry about that, buddy.
No problem.
I'll just call you. I'm going to call you. Here's your name right here. I'm going to give the nickname, Mr. VIP. How about that?
Mr. VIP, Mr. Hollywood.
How's that, Mr. VIP of the Hollywood Connections?
Thank you all. You're making my ego through the roof.
Well, we want to thank you, and we're going to audition right now a talent for a Home Shopping Network, and he's in the house, and he's going to play the Keith Urban guitar right now. And Walter, thank you for calling in. God bless. We'll talk to you next week. Awesome. All right, so we are back, and you are again.
I'm Jeremiah Ortiz.
That's right. And this is for one of my connections at Home Shopping Network, and I'm doing a Keith Urban casting. And you may get my Keith Urban guitar, not mine, but one like it, and the DVDs. Cool. And we're going to have you play something for Rob. What are you going to play for us?
I'm going to be playing Justin Bieber's Fall.
Very cool. Okay, and strum it away.
Cool.
You're live on the air. Nice. Live. On 3 stations. Rob, this is for you.
Let me tell you a story about a girl and a boy. He fell in love with his best friend. When she's around, he feels nothing but joy. But she was already broken, and it made her blind. But she could never believe that love would ever treat her right. Did you know that I loved you? Or were you not aware? You're the smile on my face. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to make you happy. I'm here to see you smile. But I've been wanting to tell you this for a long while. What's gonna make you fall in love? I know you got your war wrapped all the way around your heart. Don't have to be scared at all.
And this is for Rob of Home Shopping Network. Tell him why you would like the Keith Urban guitar.
I would like the Keith Urban guitar because I need a guitar, and I love guitars. So.
Oh, good. Okay. And where do you want to go with your career? What do you want to do?
I want to perform around the world, and I want to just have fun with it.
Okay, well, you're going to meet Benny Luck today. He's, we call the Quincy Jones of Tampa, and he'll be here shortly. Can't wait for you to meet him as well. Cool. And we're going to be right back, and thank you so much for that quick audition, and we're going to get you more on the air with us. In the meantime, Peter, so let's, actually, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Yes, your show is cheering me up a little bit here, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
We talked about this off the air.
It's unexpected.
Yes, it is.
So many different things, and I tell Peter, and he's like the magician. He's like Peter the magician.
That's it.
Yeah, he makes things happen.
People call me Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit, but I think amazing man, and you're
Thank you. I appreciate
fabulous.
that. Thank you.
And I wanted to also bring up little Kelvin here. Kelvin, real quick while you're on the air with me. So, what do you think about this show?
I think it's pretty good.
Okay, and I discovered you in the ocean.
Literally.
I know. At Kalahari Island. I know. And so, Brianna, you're going live on Facebook?
Yeah.
Very cool. We're going to 106.1 pretty soon, FM. I know. Really cool. We're excited about that. And,
absolutely, we're excited about that.
I know. I can't wow.
I mean, we're going to be on FM.
FM.
I mean, when you get on FM, then that's when you made it. That's the big time right there.
I know. That's fabulous money. FM.
Hopefully. Fabulous money, hopefully.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So how are we doing with calls, Peter?
We got Alexia on the line here.
Okay, before we put Alexia on, I know we have an interview from the MegaCon. We're going to play that first. Alexia, hold up. We'll be right back. I sent that over. And while she's on hold, and we have a couple that's going to be here in the studio with us in about 5 minutes, and they're going to be talking about their university online, which is really cool from Alexia. And are we ready with her interview? She was at MegaCon and met a lot of people. We'll be right back. Alexia, hold on that line. All right?
For Hollywood Connections on Twin Talk Radio here at the 2016 MegaCon, and I'm here with...
I am the fairy godmother.
Beautiful fairy godmother, bippity boppity boo. How are you enjoying your time here?
We are having a marvelous time. It's our 3rd year, and it just gets better and better.
That's great. What's your most favorite part about MegaCon?
It's just the imagination. It's the costuming.
Is this your first time dressing up as a fairy godmother, or have you done previous costumes?
My first time as fairy godmother.
And did you make the costume, or where did you find it?
Yes, I made it.
You made it?
Yes.
That's great. And what kind of previous costumes have you done?
I haven't done costumes before. My daughter would always come, and this year she was having too much fun. I said I have to have some of the fun too.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here, and I love your Cruella de Vil outfit. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Everyone, I'm Alexia Maria Orwella, reporting for Hollywood Connections on Tan Talk Radio at the 2016 MegaCon, and I'm here with...
Rockin' Richie.
So this is your first time here at the MegaCon?
First ever MegaCon.
So can you tell us your costume and where you're from?
The Legion of Doom Road Warriors from Chicago, Illinois.
That's great. And so when you go to different conventions, what are some of the other ones that you go and you tune and you dress up as? To see your car that you gave to me?
Tons of them, lots of them. And now eat your boyfriend like yesterday's lunch.
Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
that guy scares me. Alexia, you okay there? I thought he was going to eat you or something.
Alexia.
Yeah, I was kind of scared too. No offense to him, but I had to wipe my microphone off.
I was like, that sounded like Halloween a little early.
Yeah, it was kind of scary.
Harvest Day, I call it, But but you met some interesting people.
Yes, I did. Not including the people who dressed up cosplay, but some of the stars over there. I got the chance to meet Curtis Armstrong. He's from Revenge of the Nerds. I was so excited to meet him. I loved him in Revenge of the Nerds. I also got to meet Eldon from The Hunger Games, Mockingjay. He's one of my favorite characters in the series. And I got to meet Ralph from The Karate Kid.
Oh, he was amazing, and he's grown up. I feel so old now.
Ralph Macchio.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
He's 50 now?
No.
Is he that old? I think he's that old, actually.
I don't think so. Ask Siri.
I didn't get to interview him, but I got a photo with him.
Very cool. We're so proud of you, and you have so many interviews from the Christian Film Festival. When you come in next week, we'll be wrapping more of the interviews around you as well.
All right.
And also, too, do you have a question for Alexia real quick? She's one of our top reporters on the red carpet, interviewing many stars, and actually you just got another movie part.
Yes, I did.
And tell us about that.
I'm going to be in the new movie filming in Atlanta with Kelly Weaver called 300 Days, Unity 300 Days. My character is, I can't say anything about it because I don't know if I'm allowed to, but it's going to be cool. I have a small role last minute.
Okay.
I die.
Oh, no. Well, Alexia, thank you. We have your couple that you met. Where did you meet this amazing couple? Well, let me keep you on the air with me here from the Christian University. Where did you meet them?
I met them at La Palm Magazine.
Oh, okay. So you were at the event? Okay, so stay on the air here, and you can ask them some more questions. Hold on. And I'd like to introduce, you've got an online Christian University. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. We're honored to be here.
Oh, you're welcome. And you are?
I'm Frank Drake. I'm the Chancellor and President of the university.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Stephanie Haberly. I'm the Dean of Admissions and Vice President.
Very nice. And Alexia, did you interview them as well?
I did. They were one of the last interviews I got to do. They were super nice, and I was glad to be able to interview them and meet them.
It was a pleasure to meet you as well.
And now they're here at the station. Now, anybody, of course, education is really important. And I have something called Be Cool, Stay in School for the kids. I'm going to the schools in the next year. And tell us about the Wellington Shaw Christian University.
Well, the way the university was designed is we tried to break down economic barriers that currently dictate the level of education we have, meaning that you should not be able to go to an Ivy League college just because you have money. You should be able to go there because you're warranted. Mm-hmm. And right now, we try to align with the greatest minds in the fields to create an Ivy League of online education. And once we started talking to different professors around the world, they were very responsive and receptive to the program, and they joined forces with us. Right now, we've had professors that have taught at Princeton, taught at Duke. We also have just joined forces with Dr. Deampere, who's the president of CELABI, which is the largest international coalition on bioethics. And he's going to be introducing his program in our fall semester. So we're very excited about that.
Okay. And what type of, I see you have a lot of degree programs. Tell us about that.
We do. Our main school of study is psychology, theology, humanity, bioethics, and business administration. We are always expanding our curriculum, but we do have many degrees as far as in substance abuse, clinical counseling, family counseling, PTSD, theology, church leadership, ministry.
Okay, and what is your website? How do they get in touch with you? And I'm looking here. You have family counseling, marriage counseling. There's a lot of different degrees on here as well that are. I'm reading here. That you offer. There's so many.
There is, and one of the things that we offer also that a lot of schools don't, we have a licensing program. Mm-hmm. The license is recognized in any state, and it's through ACCA. It's a nationally accredited licensing board. So if they are licensed through ACCA, they can practice as a licensed counselor, which makes a big difference between having a degree without a license and having a degree with a license.
And how long does it usually take to go through a program? And what if somebody's a working mom or a single mom, or or some gentleman that is working 2 jobs and says, I really want to get some good education as well. What do they need to do? I mean, how many hours a day does it take for them?
Well, that's a great question, and I appreciate you asking that. We have our degree programs, associates through doctorate degrees. They run on the same semester schedule, so there is a time essence involved. However, if they're interested in a certification program or a licensing program, that's work at your own pace. Mm-hmm. So someone who wants to get another degree or a certification in a substance abuse counselor or to become a licensed substance abuse counselor, it normally takes anywhere between, we have programs that last between 2 semesters and programs that last in 2 years. Mm-hmm. If they want to become a licensed counselor, it's a 2-year program, and then they have to do their clinical hours on top of that. Mm-hmm. But if they don't finish in 2 years and they want to take 4 years, we don't charge them a penny more, and we try to walk their hand through it to make sure that everybody that applies gets graduates and gets a job thereafter.
Now, your beautiful wife is with you as well, and how did you start doing this? What inspired you?
Basically, I was very distraught about the level of education and what people can afford. I never thought it was right that we have to scrape our pennies together to afford a community college, and it's not really fair based on our economic means to afford the dictate of the quality of education. So we are the most affordable university that's out there. We have interest-free in-house financing.
Awesome.
If somebody wants to go to school with us, we find a way to get them in.
Okay. And what is your background, both of you? Just curious.
Both of us have PhDs in clinical psychology.
Very nice. Okay. And what would you like to see happen with your university? I mean, how many people are on board right now, would you say?
We have about a dozen professors. We're always looking to expand our curriculum. However, we're very strict about the quality of the professors that we have because we are trying to create an Ivy League online university.
Right.
So we currently have that. So we don't just take any professors over. But if they have great qualities and they have something to offer that nobody else does, or they teach at the level of an Ivy League university, we're always looking to expand our curriculum.
Awesome. Anybody in that studio have a question? Mom here?
Yeah, me.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
What is your top curriculum that most people take?
Our most popular class is our substance abuse licensing program.
Okay, and you have a question. Okay.
What year did you open up your university?
We are a brand new university in business for a year. We opened our university in 2015. Thank you.
Okay, and also, again, give your website.
It's www.wellingtonshaw.com.
Okay, and where are you from, both of you?
We're both originally from Jersey.
I was going to say, I hear that Jersey
Yeah,
accent.
you know how it is.
I gotcha. Peter, you have a question.
Oh, actually, I don't have a question. I got a confirmation here. Ralph Macchio is actually 54 years old.
Wow.
Really?
Known for
He
the
didn't
first,
look like it.
yes, the first
No.
Karate Kid and The Outsiders. Isn't that crazy? 54.
He didn't look like it at all.
I'm getting old too.
You know, he didn't look like it at all. He was just tall. Very, very cool. And anything else? Alexia, would you like to ask them a question?
Oh yeah, I was just wondering. Whenever
You're ready?
You're free, whenever you guys are free, I'd love for you guys to come sit down and we can do like a even detailed one. And you guys can talk about how you sponsor and everything.
You know, that would be fantastic. We're always looking to talk about the university, and we do have several charity programs that I didn't get an opportunity to mention yet. But one of them, Points of Interest, is our Second Chance program, and that's for people who have made some past mistakes in life, but have proven the desire and willingness to change, or for underprivileged and inner-city kids who just never had the means for an education. And we allot 3 places each semester where we provide a tuition-free education. If that student maintains a minimum of a 2.5 GPA, we'll pay for the tuition all the way up to their doctorate degree if they want to.
That's awesome.
We do 9 of those programs per year.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's something I'd like to talk about.
Oh, very cool.
That would be fantastic.
Okay,
Great.
Alexia, we look forward to that. Okay, very cool.
right.
And so back to Calvin here. He's my discovery I found in the ocean.
Oh, yes, sir.
Like for real.
And so I'm trying to make him a reporter to see if it's something he may want to do. Who would you like to interview? Some people.
I would like to interview Daddy Yankee, like some people that are like really high in like the music career.
Okay.
Like-
okay. Now, do you sing? Can you sing? Maybe.
No.
See, at least the guy knows where he stands.
I
Just
agree.
like-
I agree.
If it's like having like a song on the background and me like lip syncing the song, then maybe. I would never get the lyrics
Personality.
correct.
You,
but,
you
like-
know you can make some money out of that, Calvin, on YouTube. You know you can make some good money off of that, so that's not
Yeah.
a bad talent to have.
That's
yeah,
true.
see, that's what I want to do. Start my own YouTube.
There you go.
There we go.
Smart kid.
But
like
you have
that.
to be 13 or older to start your YouTube. And I'm only 11.
Yeah, you got to get your parents' permission. That's the kind of downside about
Yeah.
YouTube. But you can do it on Facebook if, your parents allow you to do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's Calvin. I think you're adorable. And also, Brianna, you're being here. And I want to thank you for being here with the Christian University, the Wellington Shaw Christian University. Any last words that you'd like to tell our audience?
You know, we just try to make it a very intimate experience over at the university. We keep our classes very small, between 20 and 25, and we really hold their hands through everything. We anticipate our student body to be between 800 and 1,000 for our fall semester.
Okay.
And I run the university. I make myself accessible to every single student. And Stephanie, as Dean of Admissions, she calls every student every week to see how they're doing. And if they need help, we walk their hand through it.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
And Alexia, thank you so much for finding this treasure, and that's really important for education. And I just love and I like to promote this throughout the shows. We'll talk about that afterwards for sure.
I thank you. And anybody who's listening, if they use the code IAM, if they're interested in sending an application in, we'll waive their enrollment fees.
Oh, okay. There we go. I like that. And also, too, Isabel, you have a great radio voice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
If I could offer you a show here to Lola, the station owner, what would you like to maybe do? Can I maybe think about it?
Yeah, you know what? My business, my background is business, but I'm very passionate about trying to help other people.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Maybe you could have different professors call in from all over.
that would be fantastic.
I know. Think about it. Is it how long of a drive was it for you to get over here?
It's about 2 hours.
Oh, well, 2 hours. Well, maybe we'll work something on my show. Well, unless you
that
don't mind
sounds good.
coming over and going to the beach and enjoying.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We're going to be right back. Let's go to the commercial with the Star Movement with Holly. Now, June 11th, we have something at Creed Studios. She's going to be auditioning talent for different ages. We're super excited because Holly was a top talent agent in Orlando and Miami, and she's got something that's happening next weekend. Is that next weekend already? June 11th?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, too, is coming up, there's Shark Con coming up. You know, it's in July at the State Fairgrounds. He was supposed to call in, but we'll get him back. He's supposed to be like...
What's the Shark Con? What is that?
I don't know. It's something to do with the ocean and all different things to do with...
Hopefully it's not like businessmen, being sharks or something, trying to take your
so.
money, long... Loan sharks. I don't
think
want
like
that.
mermaids and sharks and ocean.
Yeah,
and
hopefully it's that.
vendors, and we'll be
Mm.
there. I got media for you too.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds
that's
good.
what I was guessing, that it was like people teaching you what mostly sharks diet and like
It
stuff
could be.
like that.
It could be. I'll have to get you to the aquarium and do some interviews over there. How's
Oh,
that? You like
that
that?
sounds
Have you been
perfect.
over to the aquarium here? Where
No.
Dolphin Tail?
Oh no.
Ever?
No.
Oh, okay. We'll make sure you're on our list. We'll get there really,
All right.
really quick. Okay, and thank you both for being here. I appreciate you being
Thank
here.
you so much. It was
and
an honor and a
Alexia,
pleasure.
thank you so much. And we'll get some more of those interviews with her next week. We're super excited. And also, we're going to bring back our singer. We're going to change. We're going to do musical chairs and go to the Star Movement, and we'll be right back. Well, he's looking for that.
Are you the best actor, singer, dancer, model? Then come out and audition for the Star Movement. Be part of our 100% success. Meet the top agents, managers, record labels, cruise lines, theme parks, production companies, and more. Go to www.thestarmovement.com to contact us. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Don't turn it off now. You need this stuff. Tampa Bay's Tan Talk Radio Network.
Okay, this is a commercial.
Oh.
No, it's not a commercial. You're actually listening to the most entertaining entertainment show in the Clearwater area, Hollywood Connections, with your host, Don Reese.
Thank you, Peter. You can always remember my name by Dawn Dishwashing Liquid because you'll go down the aisle and go, I know
She's
that
the
name.
lady with all the connections, guys. And
And you're getting Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and you go, I know that name. Yes, I know. And now I'm happily married, and, that's, yeah. So it's called Dawn Reese, but my name is Dawn Arnold now. Do you know that, Peter?
that's right.
I know.
But
Okay?
you still use Don Reese.
I do. And
Now, the
that's my-
question is, does your husband get upset about that?
No, actually, he's the one that good question. He was the one that said, Dawn, everybody knows you as Reese, so we're going to keep you as Reese, but everything legal is under Arnold.
Okay, could he go Bert Reese, maybe?
Never.
Never?
No, I'm proud to take the Arnold
Because
name.
that's kind of like what in the 21st century, where guys, they kind of take the wife's name or something like that. I don't know.
I've heard about that, Peter.
I don't know if Bert would do that though.
No, I
Doesn't
don't think
seem
he
like.
will.
I think he likes Bert Arnold. So
Yeah, and Arnold is important. Arnold means he's listening outside.
Yes, I know he is.
The wings of an eagle.
Wings of an eagle.
I think so. That's what it means.
Wow.
As real
Wow.
quick now, Brianna has a question for Calvin because you said you got your own YouTube page at what age? Tell him about that.
I got my first YouTube page at age 7, so you're not too young.
Well, it's kind of. Wow.
This is called kids talk.
Yeah.
She kind of just called you out there, buddy.
Yeah, but
See, you could start this.
Yeah, but I still don't want to take my chances. I just want to wait it out. I don't want to rush in too quick. I just want to start at the normal age.
How old are you again?
11.
You're a smart kid.
I know.
Hey, he really is. You're a smart kid.
So if I could get someone to call on the show next week and wrap it around you as well, who would you like me to kind of work around?
Like me?
Yeah, you, Calvin.
I actually don't know.
Well, kind of think of somebody because we have 15 minutes left. Well, if anybody's listening out there, I'm also looking for Joy Mangano. I want to tell you, ladies out there, I have a casting with a producer from Home Shopping Network, and you will get the tote bag. I'm looking for ladies. This is really cool because you'll get the tote bag. It's in July, and the shoot is going to be at Home Shopping Network. Also, the Keith Urban guitar, which you amazing singer that we just met. Say hi.
Hi.
And so you just auditioned live on the radio for Keith Urban Guitar, and hopefully he'll get his guitar, and I'll be sending that videotape in, and the shoot will be in July. I'll be on the set as well. So we're excited. I think all my friends have guitars now. And
I want to be part of that crew.
I know. We'll have to bring all my friends and bring them on the sailboat and play guitar. So it'll be fun. So anyways, I know I have another VIP guest on the line, Peter.
Yes, we do. We got Anissa on the line. Welcome to Hollywood Connections.
Hi, Anissa. How are you?
Hi, Don. How are you?
Oh, fabulous. I hope you're watching us live on the internet, live on Facebook. And Anicia has an amazing pageant system. And she's been trying to get me in that for the last couple of years. And I was Miss, and it was Miss Corporate America, and now I'm Mrs. And tell us about your amazing pageant system.
Yes, thank you, Don, for having me on the show. I am the executive director of the Miss and Mrs. Corporate America pageant system. It's held annually every year in March. And our platform highlights professional women that work in the corporate domain or manage their own business.
That's true. Now that's important, because I was asking you, if somebody now is not in the corporate world and they're in a different business, like radio or the wedding business, or or charter business for sailboats, does that count as the corporate world as well, as you were saying?
Yes, actually, with our division, we're a little bit unique. Hence, the name is Corporate America, but with professional women, we work in all different types of capacities, including entrepreneurship roles. So we do have an openness towards corporate women that work in the corporate domain, or either as entrepreneurs who manage their own business as well.
Now, how did you start out opening your own pageant system? I think it's fabulous.
Yeah, so I competed in pageantry many years, and I check it up to a lot of learning experiences, also a lot of wins. And I do event planning full-time as well. So I just combined my passion for the two entities, and I wanted to kind of be behind the scenes after I finished competing. And so I decided to form the Corporate America system. But I wanted to create something that actually, had a presence, a strong meaning and significance behind it. I didn't want to just create another pageant. I wanted it to actually have a meaning and be a movement more than just a pageant.
Awesome.
So hence created the Miss Corporate America pageant a little bit over 9 years ago. We're celebrating our 10th year anniversary in March 2017.
Well, when are your nationals and what ages? Now, I know you have Mrs. and Miss. What ages do you accept for the pageant?
Yeah, so our Miss and Mrs. Competition, their age category is 21 to 55. And we also have a teen division that we recently started. Junior teen is 13 to 15, and the teen division is 16 to 18.
So
we also have a mompreneur as an online competition, and that starts at age 21.
Okay, so what happens if somebody's over 55?
We don't have a senior division, unfortunately.
Is it senior? No, you're kidding. Oh my gosh. Because, do you have to, is it senior? Can it be like Miss Diva?
I know. We've had people confront us about this for quite a few years, so contemplating.
Oh no, I missed the deadline. That tells you where I'm at, my age bracket. Oh no, how fun. Well, it's really cool. So what do your beauty queens do with their titles? You had a question on that.
Yeah.
Brianna, you wanted to ask her that?
Yeah. What do they do with their titles?
Yes, hi Brianna. We actually have to make a minimum of 12 appearances per year. We know that these are busy professional women, so one appearance a month is typically all that we ask for, but they're making radio appearances, TV appearances. They travel the world speaking at conferences and different workshops as motivational speakers, and also participating in different charitable events as well. Part of being Miss and Mrs. Corporate America is important that you give back. So we definitely have that incorporated in part of our platform, with having the queens select a charity that's dear to their heart. And we also have a charity of choice that we promote, which is Dress for Success during the pageant as well.
That's it. And now also, too, is what happens if they don't do something with their title within the 12 appearances? What happens then? Because I'm really out for positive pageantry and watching people do something with their titles. Mine is completely different. It's audition only, and they can be a beauty queen reporter. And what do you do with somebody that is not motivated by chance?
Yes, actually, they have a contract that they have to fulfill, and part of that contract is fulfilling their 12 appearances. And if they do not fulfill those appearances, if they sit on the crown, they have chances of having half of their prize packages revoked.
Ooh, and what is the prize package?
We have a slew of prizes that range from vacation packages, shopping sprees, laptops, cash prizes, different, business cards, things that help promote you during your reign. Surprises on like holiday events, Christmas presents, things of that nature.
Very awesome. And then your website?
Yes, all of our prizes are listed on our website at corporateamerica.com.
Very nice. And I want to thank you so much for calling in. And by chance, if you don't have my age division coming up or come up with something, I would be, I just miss it. She's been trying for 2 years to get me on. And I miss the deadline, or I'll judge. Well, I'll judge. Either or.
You can definitely do that. You got the qualifications.
Yeah, I've been judging my whole life. I used to judge pageants around the world, and they'd fly me, and I loved it at the time, and which is really awesome. And I thank you so much for calling in, and we'll keep promoting your pageant system. But we have our new reporter here. Calvin wants to ask you a question. Calvin, how old are you again?
I'm 11 years old.
I'm not sure what he's going to say, but what was your question for this beautiful pageant director that she has a beautiful pageant for women?
How did you start?
She just told you. Okay, second question. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, anything that comes to mind? Like, no? Oh, you're good? Okay. And so that was it. But thank you. All right, and thank you so much for calling in, and we will be sending people over to you. We're good? Peter, are we there?
She's gone, yeah.
Oh, no, we lost her.
She lost her. She can call back. I think she...
sometimes cell phones do that. They have that. Who has a home phone anymore?
I don't think anybody does.
I have a friend in Hollywood, Florida, that does, and she's in senior land. But the one thing that I noticed is gated communities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, those gated communities have to have that kind of thing. Well, not really, because it's a gated community. So why would you need a home phone? But I just got a fax machine with a printer.
Yeah.
And if I had a home phone, I could actually fax somebody from my house. But it would cost me more money because,
I know. Just go to Office Depot now because I got one too.
Yeah. And Bright House is changing over just like Verizon did.
I just got that letter today in the mail.
Isn't that great when people tell you things and then do others?
I know.
Isn't that awesome?
Hey, you know what? Let's talk about car dealerships.
Oh, yeah.
We have like 5 minutes. I'm going to come back because this is you were like perturbed today.
Yeah, just a little bit because you get told. Yeah, I'm taking care of it. Oh, I'm definitely taking care of this.
Well, send him this because
I ain't taking no for an answer. That's for sure.
Right. When somebody gives you a car and you pay down and then they want more money and
sure.
they want the car back.
Sure.
I know. And it happened to my son.
Right.
So
it's happened to me before, and I don't think it's right. But where there's a plan A, a plan B, there's always a plan C and a plan D.
I agree.
And I'm not going to take no for an answer, so we'll figure it out.
So we just wanted to vent that out.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, and I hope they're listening.
If you and you know what the Hollywood Connections, the great thing about it is, we're honest with you. If you have talent, you're on the show. If you don't, we'll judge you and tell you to get better with it. Get you back on the show, you got talent again.
Exactly.
But at least we'll be honest about it.
It's true. We audition at Naughty Nancy's usually every other Wednesday right here at the station. If somebody's not good enough, we won't put them on,
Right.
That's true.
We're not going to, blow smoke up, where, but...
Indian style, yeah.
Right.
Actually, rain dance because now it's raining.
Right.
Well, it was raining.
I know. So, Calvin, I know we have like 6 minutes left. And thank you, your beautiful mom. She's going to Puerto Rico for a wedding, I heard.
Ooh.
Are you going to Puerto Rico?
Yeah, me too. I'm going for 3 weeks.
Oh, have you been there before?
Yeah, that's where I live. Well, that's where I lived.
Well, can you do like a story and call us on the show, or do a video?
Sure.
And show us around Puerto Rico?
Wait, you're Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I'm
I
Puerto
am
Rican.
too.
Look at that.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
I've heard a lot of great stories about Puerto Rico. Describe Puerto Rico. Describe that for me.
Yeah, thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
Why should we go there?
You should go there because it's a beautiful place, a lot of trees. There's a lot of rainforests.
Ooh.
A lot of beautiful women.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's single.
A lot of beautiful bananas.
Yes.
Okay. And that's really cool. I mean, I have my Miss Puerto Rico, and she's listening. So she's from Puerto Rico.
Como estás? We bien. Me llamo Peter.
I know.
Pedro.
Wait, did you know why I was going?
Yeah, no. Tell us.
Oh, we're going because my big sister Amanda is gonna get married with her
husband.
With her soon-to-be husband, Raph.
Oh, congratulations!
Well, say hi to them because we'll send them the video. Oh, there we go. Hi. Well, if everybody's listening, we have some really great comics next weekend. Actually, next week, because we're not on the Saturdays. We're on Wednesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. Hello.
Yes, we are.
I know. And so we have some other celebrities calling in. We have more interviews coming in. Brianna, we have 3 minutes. Anything else you want to say today and talk about?
Today was awesome.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
I know you got the headsets on the whole time.
Yeah. I missed you.
I know, Miss Yvonne, we miss you. I know she was running late, and so she'll be here with us next week. And also, tell everybody your name again.
My name is Jeremiah Ortiz.
And Jeremiah, what did you think of the show today?
I thought it was really cool. It was a good experience, and it was really fun. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. And also, Kelvin, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, I know Nancy McBride did not call in, but she has got a big casting coming up, and I will get you that information. Send actually DR Hollywood Connections at gmail.com, HollywoodConnections.biz. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to have more Hollywood Connections for you to get connected in show business. Peter, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, and we have a special surprise for Lola next week.
Sounds good.
I know. I'm excited.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody else, thank you so much for listening and watching us. I hope you all had fun. Remember, give it to God, watch things happen, and put it in His hands. You never know. All right, bye-bye, everybody. God bless. Good night. I think we have 29 seconds. See, we're watching the clock. I know.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay. Listen.
Heat on Trump. Gunfire leads to closure. I'm Barbara Cusack. With lawsuits targeting the now-defunct Trump University, investigative reporter Drew Griffin says former students and employees are speaking out.
Trump University preyed upon the elderly and uneducated to separate them from their money. That is the declaration of Ronald Schnackenberg, sales manager at Trump University from October 2006 through May of 2007.
Donald Trump says the case is without merit and the judge is very unfair. Hurricane season officially kicked off